Now, I will say that this is kind of like an unspoken rule and really technically isn't a rule that you got to abide by. Some follow it, some don't follow it, and some do it without even knowing they're doing it. So you guys are probably here because you are thinking about and planning on getting a new tattoo very soon. But I got a question for you. Does this tattoo have a lot of meaning to you? Because if it does, then this rule that I am going to be sharing with you is something you should really take into account when planning that next tattoo, as it will make that tattoo feel even more special. And if it doesn't mean much to you, then this rule is still worth knowing because you will remember it and probably use it down the line on future tattoos that you probably not even thought of yet. So now, what is this rule? Well, it doesn't really have a name. So I kind of went ahead and named it the left rule. Now, I was told about this rule before I started out my journey towards getting tattoos, and I will say I am so thankful that I was told about this rule and followed this rule before I really started going ahead and covering myself up in tattoos. Now let's get into exactly what the left rule is. And to make it simple, it's pretty much putting tattoos that mean a lot to you on the left side of your body. Now, why the left side? Well, there is a specific reason to why we do this, and that is because your heart is on the left side of your body. Well, a little bit more, as many would think it's in the middle. It's actually a little more and anatomically right here. And the thought behind this rule is that you want to be able to keep all these meaningful tattoos as close to the heart as possible. That's why when I started on my religious sleeve with all my commemorative pieces to my grandparents and faith, I chose to do it on my left arm. My way of thinking about this is I'm not only able to have these people that mean so much to me be permanently stuck on my body forever as a tattoo, but I also get to hold them closer to my heart in a way as well. And for most people that usually intend to get tattoos, they tend to get them for more of the reasons of commemorative reasons, faith reasons, or hold a memory or an accomplishment that they have done. And all those tattoos usually have a lot of meaning to someone. And so if you ever wanted to make that tattoo just a little bit more special, putting it on the left side of the body compared to the right or anywhere else, well, to a certain extent, which we'll get into shortly, will make that tattoo more special. Now guys, I have to apologize because the transition in today's video sponsored by Manscaped won't be as seamless or fun as my usual others that I do. But hear me out. So it is almost Halloween, so what does Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Jason, and your package down there all have in common? Well, they make girls scream. Yeah, Jason, Michael, Freddy, they make them scream because they're gonna get killed. But let's not have you make a girl scream for when she goes down there and sees your package that is unkept. Luckily, our friends at Manscaped have their 4th generation performance package to make sure your area down there is a little less spooky. First and foremost, you'll get the Lawnmower 4.0, and this is probably my favorite product and favorite trimmer now to use. No need to worry like Freddy attacked you down there when using these because it does reduce grooming accidents and nicks because of their advanced skin safe technology. And believe me when I say I have used other products down there and it looks like I have been attacked, with these ones you won't have to worry about anything like that. And I can honestly say guys that I have gained so much confidence back now in terms of trimming down there without having to worry about anything. Also, it does make your tattoos look a lot better if you want to use them as well because it brings back the detail, the vibrancy, and it makes them look like you first just got the tattoo. You also get in this package the Weed Whacker for those straggling hairs and delicate holes that you have of your nose and ears. And in addition, you get their Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner, which will make that area down there feel a little bit more fresh too. And Manscaped even throws in 2 free gifts of their boxers and a travel bag, which I will say that is probably my second favorite product to use. I use it all the time as well. Like I said guys, it is Halloween, so instead of making people scream and tear, let's make them scream for a good reason. Join me and 6 million other men worldwide who use Manscaped by going to manscaped.com and using the code INK, that is INKED, at checkout to get 20% off plus free shipping. Now there is a little bit more we need to talk about with the left rule because I don't want you guys using it in the wrong way, and also in certain circumstances it may not make sense or work. Now technically with the left rule, it would make most sense that you put a meaningful tattoo, and the most meaningful tattoos would go right here over your heart, which is being like the left pectoral, or also maybe on the back near the back of the shoulder blade. It's literally right on top of the heart, so obviously you would think the most meaningful tattoo should go there. But you also have to remember it's all about the piece that you are getting to. You got to make sure that the piece you want fits and flows with the body as well. So don't go and use this rule wanting that super meaningful tattoo as close to your heart as possible, like right on the chest, when that would look and flow much better as a piece maybe on, like, say, your forearm, or maybe your shoulder or on the arm somewhere. Like right now, I'll give you some examples. Your right pectoral is closer to your heart than that of maybe your left arm or your forearm. And also your shoulder on your right is closer to the heart than that of like your lower left leg. So even though it's on the left side, it may be further away. So the left rule doesn't totally work in all situations when kind of taking in distance. But from what I've seen and the people that I have talked to, people don't usually get too many tattoos. They only get a few, and they will usually get them in terms of like on the arm area generally, maybe like the chest area and leg as well. And some people will usually get one sleeve and call it a day too. And it's in those situations and circumstances where I believe the left rule is where it works the best, because if you are only getting a couple tattoos on your arm and they are meaningful, then going on the left side compared to the right is a much better choice. And one more example I got for you guys is, say you want to get a tattoo on your leg and there is no budging, you want it on the leg, but yeah, the tattoo does have a lot of meaning to you. Now it is a much better idea to go ahead on the left leg, because that is technically now closer to that of the heart than that of the right leg, where it is a little bit further out. Just remember guys to use this rule as a thought and to better help you plan for your next tattoo and future tattoos. Like I said, this is not a rule you need to abide by, but like I said again, this rule is something that I am so thankful for that I was able to kind of do and include on my body, because now I'm able to hold all of these nice pieces that I love close to me while still being able to go nicely with the flow of what I wanted, and that being a sleeve. Now I want you guys to do me a favor, and that is to go ahead and comment in the comment section, have you ever heard of this rule before, and would you include it or implement it in your next tattoo, or have you done it without even knowing? And also subscribe so you don't miss any other tattoos that I have coming. We're close to 100,000 subscribers, which means I'm getting my right hand tattooed very soon. And also, I got big news for you. I am in the works of planning 2023's big project. It's going to be with a different artist, and also it's going to shock you in many different ways as well. Also guys, go ahead and check out this video right here. It is how to create a sleeve that you are thinking about doing while using your printer at home.